So I know we have not talked about this on the show, but okay, what the hell's going on with Kagurabachi? Why before this manga even launched was I seeing this samurai guy and everyone on TikTok is like, yo, he solos God mode Naruto.
I believe it is basically Morbius but anime.
Yeah.
Or manga, whatever.
We had talked about it on the Discord a little bit, that it's because from what I read the first chapter the other day and it's not bad. It's not terrible. It might not be everybody's favorite, but it's good. It's a good setup in that first chapter. Okay, cool.
I wonder who the zeitgeist came from. I feel this is very coordinated.
Yeah. This feels like somebody needs to find the leader. We need to find the leader.
Because I can understand someone rallying troops at being frustrated with Shonen Jump and the things that we longtime listeners Phantom Seer. Need I say more?
Yeah, need I say more?
Very well, it could have been John or I who started this. We didn't. But
through the butterfly effect, through our through our distaste of how they handled Phantom Seer, somehow that the dominoes, John and Franz mad at Phantom Seer's cancellation, giant dominoes, Kagurabachi supremacy.
I think we've willed this into existence somehow or another.
This is our penance.
Good. I really want to see, or I want to be a fly on the wall for Shueisha's PR manager.
Yeah.
Just, they gotta be confused as all fuck.
Yeah. Because I'm almost positive that there was, I don't know if it was a meme interview or not, but there was an interview with or a quote from the author. It was I was so happy to see overseas fans hyped about my manga even before it had actually released or something. And I was like, bruh.
Oh, guy. Oh, that sucks. Hold on.
Insanity, dude.
I don't know. I don't know about the author. Something.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know if that was
that
was a meme quote or not. But again, I don't. I'm not knocking on the manga. I've been. Like I said, I read the first chapter. And it was good. I had no problems with it. I was like, okay, I'll stick with it. I'll see what happens next. I'm not dude, this is utter garbage and whatever. No, it's good.
Do you think we could use the Force for good?
We could use the Force for good. Like in Avatar: The Last Airbender. When Aira teaches Zuko how to deflect lightning.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do, but with the negativity towards, we're going to let the irony pass through us, and when we shoot it back, people are actually unironically going to like Kagurabachi.
What if
As all things ironic, they become true.
Oh yeah, that's 100% it. You see it in right-wing circles. You see it in even left-wing circles, where it goes crazy. So, what I want to see is us using our modicum of influence and say, "Fucking bring back Red Hood.
Bring back Red Hood, dude." Go to the Red Hood guy's Twitter account and it's somebody cooked here. It's that meme.
Dude, he keeps cooking too.
Oh, it's so good. Didn't he do a one shot that was about some muscle girl?
Oh, a muscle ghost girl. I haven't read it.
Was it a one shot or was it a full
It was a one shot, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Because I remember hearing the premise for that and I was just like, dude, yes. Already, yes, I'm sold.
And then seeing the art and being like, I know you.
I know who you are.
I just wish I wish we were in control of Shueisha.
Oh,
Surely
God.
we could do better.
If I was in control of Shueisha, dude, Red Hood would be getting an anime adaptation. Red Hood would be getting an anime adaptation. It would be already on its fucking time skip. Like, Phantom Seer would get a Mappa adaptation. Oh, actually, no.
Yeah, Mappa's been in some
some
shit right now.
I don't need their other workers to get stapled to chairs. All right, I need them to get fucking help. Phantom Seer would get a Ufotable adaptation or a Studio Trigger adaptation. One of those.
We would make sure UFO Table does their taxes prior to.
Yeah. We would do Ufotable's taxes for them, like
by hand. Dude, fucking.
If we're in control of this.
So like, what's it called? Shueisha's privately owned.
Yeah. By me.
They do have a board. It's not like privately owned by an individual. It's a whole board of investors. Yeah. They are referred to as the official term in Japan is kabushiki kaisha, and it really is just joint stock. Like a couple people have the 100% stock of the company, and therefore are collectively the owners. So, new Patreon stretch goal, patreon.com/Paramecia. If we get to a point where we get $50,000 a month, we promise we will purchase stake in Shueisha.
I'm going to buy Shueisha right now.
I wonder... Like, who is on the board of Shueisha?
Dude, I wonder, because you have to think, like, bro, there's like
Shinzo Abe's ghost.
The chair turns around in the Millennium Tower. It's Shinzo Abe. He's back.
Jesus Christ.
Our journey to buy Shueisha is literally just gonna be the story mode of the upcoming Yakuza 8, like Infinite Wealth.
Oh my god, dude, come on.
Dude, shout outs, dude. Look,
Japan, give me what I need.
Look, so soon enough we may become a Kagurabachi Fancast, but until then we're Paramecia Fancast, the One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapters of One Piece and have different One Piece related discussions every single week. My name is John.
My name is Franz. Please, if you have any information on the board of directors of Shueisha, I promise I will be normal.
I will be normal, I swear. Break week this week. Not too much to talk about. I don't even think there was a lot of like One Piece news other than like TCG stuff.
Yeah, I think it's really just we are biased.
Yeah, we are a little biased. For those of you listening to this, I'm in the process of lightly editing them. I don't think they need too much editing, just like sound editing. I recorded a whole bunch of matches of me playing The Sim with a couple of the decks that I own, and then I wanted to start playing around with making other decks and like just learning other decks and shit and playing. So it should be fun, but those are going up on the Paramecia TV YouTube. And there was one other thing of housekeeping I needed to do. The Paramecia Fancast YouTube.com, I think it's or the YouTube @ names they have now, it's @ Paramecia Fancast.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. We are like 200 subscribers away from being able to monetize.
Oh, fuck.
So fucking sick. If you know anybody that likes One Piece, the manga, or if you're not subscribed, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna be meta and call out the meme of like the call to action that's like, oh, like 40% of you aren't subscribed, like you should subscribe so you can see it. I'm not gonna hit you with that, even though that is effective and like true half the time. But
I
it's
don't
also
know, man. I keep
it's okay. People definitely inflate the numbers, right? But I also think that it like I noticed that like it is true because there are some channels that I could have sworn I was subscribed to. I wasn't, but because I watched so much of them, like every single new release they had, like it showed up first thing when I opened the YouTube app in my recommended, like on the homepage.
Yes. Which is like, why there's like a modern argument of subscriber count doesn't matter, but we're low enough where it does matter.
Yeah. We need the we need to get that threshold. So we're almost there. We have the videos come out like every single week, and you need like a monthly amount of videos, which we pass every month. So cool. It's just the subscriber count. So if you know anybody that likes the One Piece manga or likes us and isn't subscribed, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel.
Dude, can I fucking
Fancast.
air out something I hate because we're on the topic?
Lay it on me.
So like, I don't watch Minecraft content, like not at all whatsoever.
Oh, here it goes.
I pay taxes, right? Like, I guess that's not even a joke anymore because like the like quote unquote Minecraft kitties that they don't exist anymore. That's Roblox kitties. Minecraft kitties also pay taxes now, but I've been paying taxes. So there's this YouTuber who does like snapshot like highlights for the like beta patches for Minecraft.
Oh wow.
Really popular because like he's like on Hermitcraft, like one of the bigger fucking SMPs, I think is the category. I'm not entirely sure. I don't like his other content. I don't like his like Hermitcraft. I just love keeping up with like the mechanics behind Minecraft. So I only watch the snapshot reviews and the pre-release reviews and stuff like that. But like he always opens out with this like 40% of people aren't subscribed and like wah. Keep on crying. Motherfucker has like fucking an average of like 200k videos a fucking like 200k views a video, and on top of that he does like 3-4 videos a week.
Oh my god, no, he's on his grind, dude.
Yeah, like I kind of don't give a shit. Like, sorry that Minecraft is dying. Sorry that I don't like the rest of your content. Like, I'd literally go anywhere else if someone pointed me to someone that was just as like good about like reviewing the patch notes.
Yeah.
So like, I just wanted to get that off my chest. It'd be cool if y'all subscribed. Literally only for like the threshold numbers that YouTube wants. Otherwise, like, it doesn't matter. What matters more is click-through rate.
Yeah. So we're almost there, and it's hype. God, there was one other thing that I was gonna bring up. Oh, randomly. Okay. Okay. I've been reading a lot of manga as of recent. Shoutouts to the Discord. I think it was Sharp and somebody else that were getting hype for Zatch Bell, and I saw that the sequel series, Zatch Bell 2 or whatever, is like still ongoing. So I was like, okay. I started Zatch Bell, like the original manga. So far, actually really good. I'm not too far into it, but I'm like, okay, like it has a strong start. And part of it is kind of nostalgia because like things will happen. I'm like, oh, I remember seeing that in Toonami on the anime. But I've also been reading. I found this cute show on Crunchyroll, and it's it's like a wholesome watch. It was a very like, it was a very wholesome and like, dude, I just want like a feel good anime. Like, that's all I want. It's called My Clueless First Friend, and it's like a rom-com manga, but it's like they're in like elementary school, so like the romance isn't kind of like, it's kind of like, I feel like it's become like a new genre of sorts. What's that one show where like the girl like teases the classmate and he gets like flustered all the time? It's like Takagi-san.
Nagatoro?
No, not Nagatoro. I mean, Nagatoro is kind of like that, but I think it's Takagi-san. She has like a big ass forehead. Yeah, Takagi-san. It's like they like each other, but the girl like flirts with him and he gets all flustered and it's like, oh haha, it's funny.
For sure.
And it's like, oh, they're so cute, and then they have moments of like, yeah, it's just one of those shows. But it's super cute. It's My Clueless First Friend. I don't know what the Japanese name is. Excuse my whiteness, but
how dare you?
Yeah. But no, it's good. But anyways, I was reading that manga too, and at the end of the volumes, I see letterer is none other than Vanessa Satode or Satode. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Satode. The letterer for One Piece. Like it's she did the lettering for this one too, and I was like, damn, like that's hell yeah. Like
that goes hard.
Dude, shout outs to Vanessa. She's hype. Her and Stephen Paul, like I start reading manga and I just see their names in like the most random places and I'm like, dude, hell yeah.
Damn.
So
okay.
Good.
This whole time, no fucking lie, I have been tirelessly looking into who the fuck are the board of directors for Shueisha. And I have found a name.
Shinzo Ozniz Iba. Just Shinzo Abe backwards.
Hirono Shinichi. So yeah. Apparently he is the head of the board of directors.
Okay.
So Hirono-san, I don't want to say anything that sounds like a threat. We would like to buy your majority stake in Shueisha. Give us a number. We'll get there eventually.
My first decree as king of Shueisha, bring me Bandai. What the hell is wrong with you? And why is the secret art Yamato like $20? Give it.
Give it here. Come on, dude.
Like, stop it. Stop it right now. Also, bring me Bandai. Bandai, get back in the room. What? Who are we? who are we kidding? Who are we all? Is all some kind of big joke to everybody? Get Arxis on the phone right goddamn now, and we better start pumping out a One Piece fighting game.
Get the frick over here.
Cause look, how hype would it be? I'm trying to literally get Evo Grand Finals in the Dome, and like when it happens.
Oh, you mean like the new Las Vegas Dome or whatever?
Or in the, I guess dome is the wrong word. In the finals arena, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
In the Mandalay Bay Arena, grand or top 8 finals, top 8 first player of top 8 walks in with Brooke. Their main character is Brooke. They let the intros rock. The entire room is silent. As soon as Brooke's intro happens and he does his laugh and the entire crowd does Brooke's laugh, dude, come on.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Like, I feel like that moment, for like the same thing as, if you're not aware, if you don't watch fighting games at all, and you're listening to this podcast, do it. They're really awesome, and play them. They're fun. But specifically for Dragon Ball FighterZ, the top 8, the first top 8 it had in the Mandalay Bay Arena, at that point in time, Cell was like one of the strongest characters in the game, so he was on a lot of teams. And the community like meme was that like when his intro played, like all his intro was the camera would pan up from his chest to his face, and he would have like his face would be like normal. And then like instantly he would just like flex and start screaming and powering up to perfect. And there's video. I'll put it in the podcast notes in the Discord. Paramecia Flower Capital. If you're not in the Discord, permanent invite links in all of our social media and in the YouTube videos. But oh man, the entire crowd, dude, the entire crowd goes nuts for it. Like the chat, the crowd, like. Oh my god. It's like the commentators in the video, you can hear the crowd screaming through the commentators' mics. That's how loud everybody was going.
I miss going to huge fighting game tournaments. We always talk about going to Evo together, but like one of these years we should really see like, hey, can we actually do this time around? Cause it's fucking electric, man.
Oh man, it's actually insane. Like, fighting game time. I mean, even just when we would go to like CEO, dude, at some point I also want to go to Combo Breaker. CEO and CEO Taku, like, dude, they're so awesome. I was at the CEO Taku event where Biken was announced and BBCF got rollback announced. And dude, when I tell you, like, people in the crowd, like that crowd leaving the venue right after that was, dude, I was on some other high. I was like so hyped. I was like, dude, this is amazing. Like,
and then following the pack to the Wawa, dude, that was a block away.
Dude, right next to the card shop I go to, there's a Wawa.
Dude,
I was in there for the last tournament I went to. I went to the tournament. I had a little Wawa.
Bro, tournament
pop
at the fucking Wawa.
Yes.
Let's go. I'll travel out.
If I lose to a Whitebeard, I'm throwing his deck in the cooler.
Oh my god, dude.
No, but dude, this video is so good. Like, the cell scream, I need that. See, that's why the One Piece game would be perfect. Because, like, the intro for Brook would be Brook's laugh. The intro for Whitebeard...
Frankie? Oh my god.
Oh, dude, Frankie would go...
The whole crowd, super...
Dude, Frankie would go nuts. Also, Whitebeard would also, like, if Whitebeard had his laugh in the intro, like... like, but no, Frankie would definitely be the top... Frankie is, like, the hypest equivalent to the Cell Scream, I think. That's what it would be.
Yeah. There's just so much identity to One Piece that it translates so well.
Oh, it'd be so good. And dude, there's so, like, the characters are so, like, because, okay, Dragon Ball, you get a lot of same face with the Super Saiyans, and a lot of the power sets are, like, the same. So, like, they had to really differentiate the characters by, like, move sets and, like, archetypes in Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I thought was really good. But, like, dude, One Piece has, like, character designs that are wildly different. They could figure out what to do with the height differentials. Like, I feel like, okay, Kaido would have to be kind of scaled down, like Doflamingo maybe, like, scaled down a little bit, but, like, who cares?
No, give them the craziest fucking normals possible.
Yeah, but also, like, dude, like, it'd be so sick. Because it has the character, like, the character design variety, wild variety, but then also, like, character movesets because of the frickin' devil fruits and, like, the different sword styles. Like, oh my god, it'd be insane.
Okay, so, like, Chopper, right?
Yeah.
Chopper has all these fucking forms. Could you imagine? So, like, Chopper at base would be his, like, muscle point or whatever. And then if you block down back, if you, like, do a crouching block, it's just regular, like, Chopper, like, holding his head down.
Yeah.
If you crouch, if you block back, then it's his, like, furry ass, like, shield point.
The guard point where he's the ball.
And then like all the shorter points that he has, like I guess like horn point, those could be like crouch moves and shit. And then monster point install.
Oh, dude, it'd be so sick. And I thought of it, dude, like Zoro, like make Zoro have like a Narmaya in Grand Blue type thing. Because Narmaya she has a katana in Grand Blue. And her thing is she has 2 different movesets based on if her katana is sheathed or unsheathed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
After any normal, you can press the button to sheath, and then you can immediately go into a no sword normal.
Damn,
so like
we're talking some Yuzuriha shit.
Dude, so like, bro, can you imagine Zoro? Like, the way I imagine it is Zoro having like a 1 sword style and then like a 2 sword style. So like the button, you switch between 1 and 2 sword style. And then the 3 sword style, you only go into it from like special moves or like EX moves.
Oh.
Which like, so, oh man, it'd be so cool.
And like you could get rewarded for more like 3 sword style time depending on like you landing those EX moves. And so you get access to like different normals or like different properties on the normals.
Yeah. Like, oh, it'd be so cool. And then, like, I've always thought of it, like, Sanji, like, he would have a whole bunch of, like, rekkas, because, like, a lot of his... I'm thinking specifically, like, when he's fighting Bon Clay, and even Jabra and stuff, like, a lot of his moves, like, chain into one another.
Bro.
So I'm thinking...
Dragon kick.
Yeah, dude, make his moveset like Iron Fist in Marvel 3, but, like, not terrible. Like, it would be... Iron Fist in Marvel 3 in the sense that he has like 70 rekkas and like he has like multiple follow-ups on each one. Like every move had like a rekka follow-up that you could do different like moves off of.
Dog, do you remember a while back? Like I think before I moved to Japan, we were playing Exerd and you played Slayer, I played Jam.
Yeah.
And fucking I dragon kicked, and I think oh fuck, I don't know, like you did a special move, and my dragon kick went straight over your fucking head.
Yeah,
no hit, no nothing. That won't happen with Sanji because Sanji's one of the quote unquote shorter characters.
Yup. Oh god. Yeah, like Sanji could have like a freaking dragon kick type move. He would definitely have like I thought about it because he would have some kind of like, I don't know if he would have like Diable Jambe right off the bat. And then you could like his EX moves would be like Diable Jambe. Like they would have like fire properties on them. And then his like super moves would put him in like he could have an install that puts him in Ifrit, and then that's like you're just going ham on them like.
And then the only clone would be Soba Mask.
Yeah.
And what we get is what we've deserved this whole time. Invisibility.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just thinking Soba Mask would be like, dude, he would be like the freaking Kamen Rider character. I could see him being like, because there's 2 ways you can go about it. You can give him invisibility like Chip in Exerd, where like Chip has a move. I think it's like down is his like teleport. Chip in Exerd has a move where he turns himself invisible, and it's just like, all right, time to guess. Like you could do that. It is in like a lot of matchups. It's just kind of like gimmicky. But it has its uses. But you could also do like imitation invisibility, like quote unquote invisibility, by implementing like teleports in his moveset. So he would be like, oh, he would attack, and then like if you do this version of the special move, when he like the special move will be like a teleport into like a rider kick. And then like if you do the heavy version, like he appears above you. If you do like the medium version, he appears behind you. And like like just stuff like teleports like that. So it's like, oh my god, like you can't see him when he does it. Like stealth black, cool.
And then support fucking dude.
A One Piece fighting game would be sick. I've also thought of it like, dude, Shameless. The Germa 666 siblings would just be different Marvel assists. Like just straight up just homage, like just straight up homages. Like
fucking
Ichiji would be hidden missiles. He would just shoot the laser beams up in the air and then they would rain down on you.
A bionic arm.
Yeah, which Green would have the grapple. Yonji would have the Spencer grapple. And then Nichiji can just be rapid slash.
Yeah. We dear listeners, we need your money more than you do.
Dear listeners, we got ideas. Let us be the ideas, man.
Exactly.
God, it would be so cool. Okay, Nami, like, okay, here, Nami would be kind of like, she wouldn't be as oppressive as Rachel Alucard, but she would have the mechanic, like, you know how Rachel Alucard can, like, throw out, she throws out, like, the lightning rods and George the Frog and, like, the clouds. Like, she could throw out the black thunder clouds, and, like, if you hit a character into them, like, they shock them.
No, dog, you're missing the forest for the trees. You made the wrong comparison. She ain't Rachel. She's Arakune.
Oh, God. See, no, because the way I see it is that one of her, like, all of her supers have Zeus in the cinematic, but then, like, she can have, like, big-ass, like, EX attacks where, like, she can summon Zeus out, and, like, Zeus could just, like, go ham.
There's a lot to do, and she could also go invisible, too.
Yeah. Oh, my God, no. Give her a maximum spider super where she knocks you up into the air, and then all of the forms of Nami from the Khalifa fight like attack you, and then at the end, oh my God, no, I don't know if you remember, in Marvel 2, Captain Commando has a super where he uppercuts you, and then all of his homies come out from the sides of the screen and hit you, and then at the very end, he comes down with a rider kick, and he slams you to the ground, and then right before the super ends, all of the homies jump into frame, and they pose with him, and I need that, but with all of the Nami forms from the Khalifa fight.
There's so much.
Dude, it would be so good, dude.
I need
like zone fruit character. I've thought about this so much. Like Kaku. Okay, Kaku would have like
giraffes are cool,
dude. Yeah. Okay, he would have like normal giraffe, or he would have normals with the swords and the kicks. Like he would be normal human character, and then like on a lot of his special moves, that's when he would get like, or he would have like a giraffe stance. The thing that made me think about this was, do you remember in Exerd, Faust has the pogo stance where he can go on top of the scalpel? He has a move. Oh my
God!
Where if you hit like forward and punch in the pogo stance, like he just slams, like he's on the pogo and he like slams forward and it ground bounces on hit. I'm imagining that, but with the giraffe neck. Like you go into giraffe stance and then like forward heavy would be like the giraffe nose like slamming you. Like,
oh my God.
Oh, it would be so sick. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
Yeah, we're done begging Shueisha.
Yeah. Dude, a couple more only because I've thought of this extensively. Katakuri would be Shadow Labras. Will I elaborate more? Maybe.
I don't like that.
He would be Shadow Labras in the sense that he would have Titanomachia or Titanomachina.
Machia.
Titanomachia. So in Persona 4 Arena, Shadow Labras has a super called Titanomachia that when you do it
elaborates.
Yeah, when you do it, it's the screen freezes and like she is doing an animation, and for a certain couple of seconds, you're able to input 3 special moves. Like you put in whatever 3 inputs you want, and then when the timer starts again, the persona that she has will just one after another do whatever inputs you put in. So he wouldn't have a persona, but he would have that special, and when he does that, it would be the donut hands that he can summon.
Oh,
and then those would do like 3 follow-ups one after another, depending on which ones you picked.
I was about to say, oh, you know what the better comparison is that like more people would know without realizing that less people would know? That's how Star Platinum works in the fucking
in the JoJo game.
Yeah.
The stand rush mechanic, dude.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
see, and
God.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, all right, like I need to keep it somewhat somewhat
modern.
I mean, okay.
Right.
I would be surprised if people, like a lot of people, knew Persona 4 Arena, but like it's like more than the JoJo Heritage for the Future fighting game.
Yes, exactly. I feel like that was very just us.
Yeah, just us. Very Paramecia brainworms. The only other character I've thought of is Doflamingo, and I get so caught up in like I don't know which way to take him. Because I know for sure he'd have, like, Rekkas, because, like, his moves in Pirate Warriors, like, his main combo is, like, it looks like a Rekka series. Like, it's like, okay, that would be his Rekka. But then, as far as, like, the string shit goes, I'm thinking he would have, like, a command air dash with the... I'm thinking kind of like Spider-Man in Marvel 3, where, like, he has the normal air dash where he web swings, and then he has, like, the web zip, where you pick a direction, you press the buttons, and he, like, zips to that location with the, you know, with the quickness. And then other than that, the only other thing I could think of was, like, either the level 3 is Birdcage, or he has an install super where he summons the string clone, and then it's like a double attack sort of thing.
So hear me out. Birdcage is feasible in the sense that who's the guy from Third Strike that like will get the wall?
Aegis Reflector?
Aegis Reflector, dude.
Birdcage, Aegis Reflector?
Yeah, dude, why not? Instead of like making
down.
him like fucking Morrigan, which like Jesus Christ, kill me.
Oh, dude, I'd be so down.
Is Aegis Reflector the more balanced choice, actually? I don't know. Never experiencing Third Strike.
In the game in Third Strike, Aegis Reflector was, like, absolutely broken when it got started. Because the way Third Strike works is that there was no unblockable protection that exists in modern games now. So in modern games now, for instance, like let's say Marvel 3, like if I shoot an assist and it hits behind you, or the perfect example is Morgan's super, because Morgan Astro Mirror puts a clone behind the second player character.
Yeah.
And then whatever attacks you do with Morgan, the mirror image does, like at the exact same time. So you can hit your opponent with a fireball from both sides. And in that game, it's like in most modern games, like, okay, you block the player character to block the attack. Third Strike was made so long ago that they didn't even conceive of that concept. So the game was still coded that you have to block away the direction away that the attack is coming from.
Okay.
And Aegis Reflector, you could put it on top of somebody and then do his double knee strike down on them, and the attack would hit from both sides, and it would be unblockable because you can't block both sides.
Okay,
so
okay.
In Third Strike, like when Aegis Reflector unblockables were happening, they were dumb because like they physically could. It wasn't like a hard to blockable like in most modern games. It was like a, oh no, you're getting hit.
Yeah, it's not a mix-up thing. It's literally just fuck you, eat this.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I want to see mix-ups.
I could see him having like maybe even not a shadow clone. The way I kind of saw it was like he could have an install that makes a clone, but the clone will act like a persona from Persona 4 Arena, where like when you do certain inputs, the clone will shoot out and do like a scripted attack.
Sure. That's what I figured Katakuri would be like as well.
Yeah. And like stuff like that. It'd be sick. Dude, One Piece would be such a good fighting game. Robin is new 13 from Blaze Blue. Come on.
We've kind of just made a Blaze Blue reskin, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Blaze Blue is just good, all right?
Dude, Hakumen, wake up super.
Yeah, random super with Hakumen. It just works.
There was one time where I think I told you and it did work, and I was like, see, bitch.
There was one time you said to do it and it did work, and I have never been more angry in my entire life.
I feel like, okay, on one hand, Susanoo came out like soon after or like during that.
Yeah.
But I want to believe, I think it's funnier to believe instead that happened and you were like, I'm never playing Hakumen again.
Oh, man. Dude. And then like, look, Gear 5. I don't even think of like a play style for Gear 5, but I know for a fact you could do so much with, for sure, Gear 5 would not be an install. It would be like
its own
Gear
character.
5 is its own character. I feel like the same way that I would make Bounce Man an install.
Sure.
And I would make Snake Man its own character.
Yes, I think that's valid.
Like they're different enough to be like, okay, like the play style of them is different enough.
Snake Man would literally be Yuzuriha.
Yeah.
Where like you have to fucking negative edge input everything.
Yeah, like you would shoot the python, and then like the different buttons you press would be the follow-ups. Like you could shoot it and then like combo it up down, like up down right, up down left.
Okay, hold on. Button press, right? Python goes out.
Yeah.
Let's say like it's directional, just a good normal, right? So like forward medium punch, you get a Python out. But it keeps going the duration you hold it. Only the fist has a hitbox, right?
Yeah.
And then as you hold, you release to negative edge. Then the Python will bounce at like a predisposed angle. And I guess like light, medium, and heavy could have different angles of both how they go out and how they bounce on the air.
Yeah.
But then that's how you fucking negative edge. So you could just fucking like get ridiculous ass rekkas.
Oh, dude, it'd be insane.
The mix-ups, dude.
Yeah. Snake gonna be sick. Gear 5 would be Toon incarnate. Like, I'm just thinking, like, any move that wall bounces with Gear 5, you would have to, like, make, or any move that ground bounces, there would have to be, like, an animation in the game of, like, the ground literally bouncing you back up. Or, like, the wall bounce. Like, I can see, like adding a small, like a couple's, like a second long cinematic in the game, like a camera angle where like when you do an attack that wall bounces, camera angle changes, the wall literally like and bounces you back.
Hear me out. Gear 5 balance patch. Game's not even in development. Balance patch number 1.
Yeah.
Instead of like the opponent of Gear 5 Luffy having like if you're playing Gear 5 Luffy and you hit someone for ground bounce or wall bounce, let's say that they're like enhanced numbers, right?
Yeah.
Like no character weight, we're not gonna fucking deal with that.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Strive. Strive recently got rid of unique character weights.
It just makes for like more consistency. I think it's a good choice.
Some people are like, oh, it's like it adds complexity to the game. I was like, it adds.
Is it
my
good
opinion,
complexity?
Yeah, you have to ask yourself, like, is all complexity good? Like, not all the time. Like.
What I think would be interesting would be the properties on the opponent. They would have like larger numbers of wall bounce and ground bounce. so they'd bounce higher or further
Yeah,
from the wall. Balance patch 1, the enemy can do the same to Gear 5th Luffy.
Yeah, yep.
It goes both ways, motherfucker.
Oh, that'd be so good. I would also like adding like a custom like animation. It could even be like an overlay on all characters. Like when they're blocking, their eyes are like bulging out.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or make it like a cinematic, like if Luffy gets his super off, like all the characters kind of like in Exerd where
oh yeah.
They have like custom animations for every, like Faust super, like Faust super, like make Faust super where like every character gets a different reaction, but it's every character doing the like eyes popping out of their head.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, a One Piece fighting game would be so good. And then like as
we
much
didn't
as I
even
love,
mean to talk about this.
yeah, dude, as much as I love Dragon Ball FighterZ, make One Piece fighting game a 1v1. You can still have assists.
Yes.
Kind of like
the new
Mortal Kombat has
yeah.
it. Like it's 1v1, but then you can have a character that can like do assists and like different moves and stuff. And I feel like that would be cool cuz it's like, okay, I don't want to waste a character slot on Diamante, but like if I'm playing Doflamingo, I feel like a Diamante assist not only be thematical, but it'd probably be the coolest shit I've ever seen. Like,
okay, like,
or the same thing as like a Booger Man. I would never play Booger Man, right? But if he's an assist for Dofi,
and that's a great way to implement like a lot more characters without putting in the dev time of like balancing a whole move set for them. And like trying to see how they fit in the ecosystem. The only ecosystem they have to fit is the assist ecosystem.
Yeah, because then it's like, it's good for two reasons. Because one, you can really go like customizable and like special with those assists. Like, you know, like, okay, like I think like a Zoro and Sanji assist, like, okay, Sanji's playable and Zoro's also playable. But like when you have them as assists, like they could have, like, okay, let's say Zoro has like a move where like a rapid slash where he like runs forward and like slashes, right? He runs through the character and slashes you.
Yeah,
cool.
Swiss cheese.
If you use the assist with the Sanji one, it would be the same move but like different properties, and like it would end with them like yelling at each other and like being mad at each other.
There's
or like
a
same thing with
way.
Sanji. Like Sanji could have like some kind of kick move, and then like if you use it while you're playing Zoro, he'll throw the character towards you because he's trying to hit you, like because he's mad at you.
I think there's a way to imbue 2D fighters with the 3D quote unquote casual arena fighters that most people are familiar a la Naruto Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
Because like Ninja Storm, the later entries really had their own identity, and like if you picked someone as like your second character, your assist character, so to speak, you'd
some
get
of
like
those
unique
combos,
supers. Even that's a lot to ask for, but like unique assists, I think is something that's achievable given a responsible amount of time.
Yeah, like, it'd be so cool. Like, I was just thinking, like, there's so many different characters that would have, like, other character-dependent, like, supers. Like, or, like, special interactions depending on the assist. Like, could you imagine, like, a Luffy with, like, an ace assist or something? Or, like, a Sabo with an ace assist? Like, dude, come on, man. Like,
and it would be like, oh my god, I'm gonna end my own fucking life. This is so sad. It would, for both of them, it would still technically be just them attacking, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Like, imagine like, because like, okay, it's been a long time since I've even thought of Dragon Ball, but the father-son Kamehameha, like Goku is like dead then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, so like it'd be like that.
Like, dude, not even, like, they've actually done this in One Piece in Stampede.
Oh my god, dude.
In Stampede, the one girl's power is that she can make, like, mirages, and the ending of the movie is, like, as they're trying to escape, like Ace fires off a fire fist and separates the seas or whatever. And then when they like look back, it's the girl's power, and it's like a hologram of Ace, and it's like, dude, you could have that, like, oh man.
Dude, like, just for Luffy it'd be Red Rock, for Sabo it'd be like Flame Fist, and just like, and you know how like One for All looks like the like in the bone zone, right?
Yeah.
How All Might's vestige looks inside the One for All zone. That's how Ace could look. Just like, dude, made of fire behind the character.
Bruh.
Right?
That'd be so sick.
Like, I'm going to end myself. Holy shit.
And then, like, dude, because this is what I would want at a One Piece fighting game. Like, 1v1, but really, like, character-specific assists and stuff like Mortal Kombat kind of does. Because then it's like a cheat code. Because, like, okay, we have this assist that's only selectable, like, with, like, okay, Sanji, like, in the base game, he can have, like, I don't know, like a Reiju assist or something. Or, like, an assist with one of his brothers. Right. And it's like you can test the waters, and if you want to develop that character, like you already have like, you know,
an identity.
You already have like a thing to go off of with the character, and you already have like some of the stuff already in the game. Dude. You have like a skeletal structure, so development. I mean, I'm no game dev, but I'm not an armchair game dev, but I feel like at the very least having a character model in the game already, no matter how like shitty it is, because it's only for one move or like a couple moves. Like, I feel like that is better. Like for instance, like the Mortal Kombat, like some of the characters, it's like everybody already knows, like, okay, like these characters have some high fidelity on them. Like they're probably going to be DLC down the line. Like there's no question about it.
Sure. And I think the same is always said about like the more recent Guilty Gear installments, where we have full models of fucking Baiken, and then Season Pass 1 Baiken, right? Yeah. So I think it's very feasible for if it's like a 3D model kind of thing. Skullgirls is a perfect example of when that doesn't work, because it's all animated by hand. And like, sure, you have like character references for them, but like, dog, how long since Skullgirls has been around?
The game came out 10 years ago.
More, like, I think it's like 12 years old, right?
Was it 2012 or was it 20?
I think it was 11. It might be 12.
God, dude. No, I think it was 11, because wasn't 2011 the Smash Brothers year when they got into EVO? Because I remember when Smash Bros. Melee was doing the fundraiser to get into EVO, they were, that entire night, they were neck and neck with Skullgirls.
12. Okay, it was 12.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's insane. Yeah.
So like 11 years, right? What's her fucking name?
10 years ago. Yeah.
Parasol and Marie. God, I fucking, from the back of my dome.
Yeah.
10 years in development, right? There's been, like the history of Skullgirls development is marred with a lot of internal politics.
Yeah. Look, all you need to know is that, hey, the first like 10 years of Skullgirls
didn't happen.
It was cool to watch. Nothing else happened behind the scenes. Absolutely nothing.
No.
In their 10th year, that's when they got their first battle pass, and that's all you have to focus on.
Or
their first season pass.
Yeah. I think there's, oh man, we're gonna buy Shueisha.
We have idea. We're gonna buy Shueisha.
Hello, Adri, who's just arrived from work.
Tell her the good news that we're gonna buy Shueisha.
We're not even embezzling, which is the great thing. We're gonna use Patreon money to buy majority stake in Shueisha. Okay, well, and you are the embodiment, the personification of it, no doubt. So Adri said she is Shueisha, and then she's like walking back, and she's like, no, never mind. Yeah, Shueisha kind of a little stinky poo poo.
Dude, we can save it.
We can save it from the inside, from the top.
We can save it from itself.
Do you believe in us? We together can and will become Shueisha. Okay, just Adri. So you've heard it here.
Can you imagine? Okay, Adri, head of Shueisha, you and me, Shueisha cronies, second in command.
Dude, that would...
We basically just outlined like a Yakuza game.
No. It would be legit. It would be entirely and completely legit because...
As long as I get to be Majima, I'm fine.
Kiryu-chan. Yeah. Oh my god. Dude.
Yes.
Genius. It didn't come up on Audacity, but Adri said, we take over Shueisha to make Narusasu canon.
Hell yes.
Dude, it's what we fucking deserve.
Dude, it would explain so much in the story. Like,
yes, they were too cowardly to do.
Like, who's touching fingers like that? Gay people. That's
bro. Like, it's not just that. There was something. I don't know what it fucking was, but I don't think I'll be able to find it. But it was something along the lines of like an internal monologue from like Sasuke about like how excited he is to like always see Naruto or something. It might have been from the novel. God. It might not have been. But like that's not a platonic, like not entirely platonic of a sentiment, you know, like yeah, get hype for your homies. We kiss your homies on the lips. Good night. We encourage that here at Paramecia Fancast. But that there is something different to a degree of anticipation, like wanting to see someone like that. There's no platonic way. It's homosexual.
It's homosexual.
Closer.
I'm Oda. And Oda holds
closer
Shueisha by the balls, okay? So, I am Shueisha.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Adri is Shueisha, always has been, always will be. And Sasuke's gay.
Sasuke's gay.
And how cool is it that we have an openly gay character that's fought dinosaurs canonically? Dude, I just think that's fantastic.
That would mean that velociraptors are homophobic. Canon.
Dude, that's how they can evade the Sharingan powers.
Because they're radical Christians who haven't actually read the Bible.
Dude, yeah, they don't know about the Sharingan. They can't be affected by it. Bro,
so imagine like a deep fried Facebook meme where it's like, if you've got eyes like this, there's no way you're straight, and it's the fucking Rinnegan.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
Bruh.
I feel like this episode was like a bit of a blur because we both got swept up into what if One Piece was a fighting game.
Yeah, we got swept up in the hyperfixation, but you know what? Good stuff. I will say, yes. I'm going to post it in the podcast notes because I just saw it. Friend of the show. No. Well-known One Piece YouTuber Rogers Base.
A friend of the show.
They are running their 5th annual. They've been doing it for 5 years in a row now. He holds a character popularity poll, and I'm gonna post. Hold on. So voting is now, and it runs to October 30th at midnight, and then the results are posted a week later on like November 7th. There is like he has like a Google thingy, I think, that you can do. Or is it in the comments that no, it's not in the comments. There's no way.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah. Well, there's a video on it. I'm gonna post a video in the podcast notes channel. Go ahead and do that. I would like. See, I wanted to do a call to arms and say let's get like a meme character voted in, but like I don't even know which character to
Gaimon.
Like, Gaimon, yeah. Everybody go the Paramecia agenda. Go vote Gaimon right now.
I think, yeah, because like, why not?
Gaimon is Imu-sama.
We have to start imposing our way into these spaces. Okay, so some of our like apprehension towards having guests, us having guests has been a mix of John and I forgetting to like actually reach out to people and an apprehension to reach out to people because we don't know if they're chill like that, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but we've been in the shadows too long. We gotta force everyone to be chill.
Bro, we're about to be like this motherfucker. Hold on, I'm gonna post in the podcast notes. We gotta be like him. We gotta be like them? Question mark. We gotta be like Lafitte from Blackbeard's Crew. We gotta show up at the freaking White House and be like, "Hey, Joe Schmo would be pretty good president." We gotta show up to these YouTubers and be like, "Hey, man, these guys are pretty good."
Yeah, fucking
these guys being us.
What was the narrative? Take back the vote. Or whatever.
Oh God!
Fucking happened.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Oh. Before we got completely derailed, you had mentioned that you're in the process of editing a One Piece like TCG just skirmishes type thing.
Yeah.
I'm drafting right now a script of like how to deck build and like my personal philosophies in deck building and like the kind of overarching steps I take. I'm not here to say it's good, but like I hope that it could serve as a start for most people trying to get into this, because I do think we're kind of at a point where the choices might be a little overwhelming. Starting OP01, OP02, like very easy to just like get in. There's a meta kind of like right now that's settling in that I have issues with, because first of all, we were talking about this a whole hour before, an hour of TCG podcast not recorded.
There was an hour of TCG podcast, and I think like that you didn't hear, and maybe someday you'll get to hear if we recreate it, or just talk about the topics again at some point. But all you have to know is that there was a lot of talk about the current meta and how great it would be. Like, okay, it's the opposite of the manga. In the manga, I was like sad when Whitebeard died.
Yeah.
In real life, I'm actively rooting for Whitebeard to die. Get this motherfucker banned.
Whitebeard needs to go. People just need to like. Whitebeard's too strong.
Get him banned or errata. That's where I sit at right now, because he does not play by the same rules everyone else does.
Nami, I'm still confident, even with Kaya at 4, if people explored other options, which I'm frustrated they're not doing, then Nami with Kaya at 4 would be probably A tier, not S tier. I feel like a lot of people are still like putting her like S tier for whatever reason.
Yeah.
She's not that good. She can be countered. You just can't counter her with like the top decks. You have to play green, you have to play black to like really, really effectively counter Nami.
Yeah.
But like low A tier with Kaya at 4, personally, I think Kaya should be at 2, and then that puts her at B tier. Like that's all it is. But people need to be searching out for other things to do. We were talking about like a queen deck, and a queen deck that I built and the potential I see for it in the future. and one that John like went against, and how frustrating that was. Like, dude, there's so much. Deck building is great, and so I would like to introduce y'all to the world of deck building.
It'll be awesome. That's gonna be sick. Like I said, I have the videos that I recorded are just basically me playing with 3 different decks. One of them, the deck I use in real life, the film Doflamingo. I also play with Yamato. That one is more so like a deck list that I'm like trying out for. Like I'm not sold on an actual like deck list for Yamato for this format.
There's a lot in flux for this format. Yeah.
Yeah, because for OPO4 added a lot of cards for yellow that it's like, okay, there's actually like considerations to be made for what to play.
Before it was kind of just like do Big Mom again, but with other stuff. But now Yamato has a bit more of an identity of his own, and that'll just keep happening as we go on. OPO6 Yamato shouts out, if you live in the like Denver metro and would like to sell me an OPO2 box, please reach out.
Dude, yeah, even at my game store, the OPO2 boxes are like so marked up from like all the other boxes.
Yeah, there's some places like there was a listing on Amazon, but like Amazon's a bad place to get non-release boxes, because all the reviews that I was reading for that one place or like the vendor for these were like, oh, I got them all open. The cellophane was open. The things were open. I got like none of the supposed rarities I was supposed to, because there's like specific quantities of rarities in each box, and if you count them up, like it better fucking add up. So don't go to Amazon if you're trying to get like boxes thereafter. I would 100% go to a local game shop if they have them. They're going to be pricey. I'm currently looking at $130 for OPO2, and personal, like, it sucks to say, but that's a good price.
Yeah.
Like $150 is what you might be looking at other places. TCG Player, if they're like a quote unquote verified seller, that's a good option as well.
Yeah. It's the best bet is your local game store, and like I said, just like keep an eye out or like search out your local game stores, because my local game store randomly, like before OPO4 got released, they got like a bunch of cases of OPO1 just randomly.
Dude.
Just Romance Dawn boxes, and I'm like, what on earth? Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this I'll say, yeah, we got some good One Piece TCG content coming for you.
We got TCG on the brain.
Yeah, we got brain rot in the best way possible. I don't think there's really anything else.
We'll be back next week with 1094.
1094. Yep.
In the meantime, check us out at our socials at Paramecia Fancast. Most places, Paramecia Cast on Twitter. Our Patreon, patreon.com/Paramecia. This is not our job, so you don't have to feel like we're gonna die if you don't get us money.
Yeah.
We'll be perfectly fine. We have jobs.
Yeah. The Patreon, we've said it before, is really for if you want to throw some support our way, that will go towards specifically hosting site fees and new equipment and stuff. We appreciate all the help, but it's I know how things are right now, and I don't want anybody to think that it's like, the show's gonna stop because we don't have any patrons. Like, if you don't support, we're gonna die. No, like we made it this long, just self-sustained, so we're gonna be good.
Yeah. So it's really just like a nice cherry on top for us.
Yeah.
We're working on making it a nice cherry on top for y'all as well. Again, working on it. one thing that we're doing is just like YouTube stuff that will go on a little bit early on Patreon. Once we get around to it, if you want to have early eyes on it, we would appreciate feedback as well.
Oh, yeah. Also, patrons, if you're listening, I know, because I like, it crossed my mind when I was starting Zatch Bell that like I would like to start, we had floated around the idea before, I want to get interest in a Paramecia like book club, where we read like different mangas and stuff. So I'll me and Franz will go over that at some point. We'll kind of float some series around, and we'll ask patrons like about what series they think would be good. Preferably like finished series, so we have like a complete story to go off of. But yeah, I've been floating around that idea, so we'll talk about it. And I mean, if you're on Patreon, you'll probably see information about it first, and then we'll go ahead and go to the Discord when everything's like finalized.
Speaking of the TCG tournament that we wanted to do, it's back in action. Sorry that it's been a month, but October 14th is looking like our day. We still have some things to plan out, as like, what do we do about bracket or this and that? But we do have a interest form on our Discord. Links are everywhere. Once you go in, there is a channel. My Deck Has No Pathetic Card. That's our TCG channel in general. There's a form there. We would really appreciate you participating. We're just doing this for fun. We're just doing this for shits and giggles, and to kind of just like bring people into the TCG, because honestly, it's pretty darn good.
It's really fun. I had this conversation with somebody at my game store the other day when I went to one of the tournaments there, and it's like, I like the One Piece TCG a lot. It's very refreshing because it's new and it's One Piece, so like, you know, I have an attachment to the IP, but also like, I feel like even though there's so many misgivings with like Whitebeard and stuff right now, like the game itself, when you're playing against somebody, like
it's
the
kind of fair.
Feel so close together, and like the way the game is made from the ground up feels like it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's sort of become a zero-sum game in certain aspects. Like it really feels like there's interaction at every step.
Yeah.
And every choice is not just a choice that has like one turn effects. Like it feels there's what it gives up in technicality, it makes up for in the mind game aspects, which I think is really good. Like it makes playing against people like feel really deeply rewarding, because like if you do like an outplay on them, like you really feel like hyped, like, yo, I knew that he was, you know.
I think the best way to put it is that the most interesting aspect of the One Piece TCG is the decks are so closely aligned. Yes, there's like really powerful cards. Like John and I were talking Spiderweb, the new OPO4 green event card.
It's really good.
Must have in almost any green deck. Like, yes, there are staples, but staples are relatively cheap as long as they didn't come from one or two.
Yeah.
And the deck isn't what really makes or breaks stuff. Like, the reason we say Whitebeard is super strong is because life advantage and card advantage is kind of insane. And power advantage too. There's just like too much advantage for free, no cost. It's a little overwhelming. But even still, anybody I feel can beat out a Whitebeard deck, because this game values the pilot of the deck a lot more and the interactions.
Yeah. Like I've seen people, to put it in perspective, like for the longest time, one of the like lowest tier leaders. Like everyone thought the King leader was a joke in OPO 1. Everyone was like, dude, King is like garbage. Like it got memed in the community that King was like the bottom of every tier list was King tier, and you would put King there because it's like, dude, like I've watched so many videos this past week of like regionals and like store championships that were like King made like top 8. And it's like, bruh, there was one that like a King player won, and I was like, what on earth? Like,
is this the blue or purple? Okay, purple.
Mono purple King. But I feel like this game is such.
Bro, come on, how's that bad?
It's in such an early state that like even 4 sets in, like okay, yeah, like things are the power level of every deck is like ramping up, but I do feel that like every deck has a shot, and they've designed cards so well that like certain cards have synergy with other decks, and there's crossover, and now you can do different things with it. It's super cool. Like we talk about it all the time, but it's super cool.
Yeah, there's a reason. Like this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Brainworms by itself, right? Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Brainworms was,
but
yeah, exactly. It part gambling, part other things. This is just like sheer love of the game. We are
recognizes real.
Yes. We're so invested in the success of this game because we see the potential that it has for just about anybody remotely interested in it.
Yeah. And like if you want to get into paper, like we've said before, dude, it's like one of the cheapest. Like if you're one of those players that just wants to make a playable deck that's top tier, and like you can just go the budget route, and like depending on which deck, like the most you might pay for a card is like $12 for certain decks.
Right. And that'll be like a card you might need like 2 of, not 4.
Yeah.
I'm looking at let me bring up my TCG player cart right now. I might not be logged in. It'll just take me a second. But the right now I'm looking at purchasing a couple things to make a budget version of a Nami deck and a budget version of a Queen deck. I'm missing 4 cards, 99 cents per copy. 1 card, 4 per copy. 4 cards, 25 cents per copy. 2, 25 cents. 2, $1 each. 3, 70 cents each. And mind you, Nami is like, quote unquote, the meta right now. And the least budget thing that I'm adding is like maybe, quote unquote, maybe 2 of the Boa Hancock blockers from OPO 1 or 2. I don't remember. $4.
Yeah. It's like the game is so early that it's like super cheap to buy into right now comparative to other card games.
Yes. Like,
and the sim is like a godsend because you can just like play test any deck you want, just whatever. Like it, dude.
Even
the game's
like,
in a good spot right now.
It really is, and the community's pretty good. The community has a lot of like shortcomings. I was talking to Joe from We Are, and like it's so funny because like some people are very evidently like only fans of like the card game and not of One Piece itself, and they're kind of like objectively the weirdest people.
Yeah.
But that aside, like there's a lot of people that are like willing to help in a lot of ways, willing to like cut deals. Like you know, I bought $4 worth of cards from again, I think this is the second time I've said his like actual fucking name, Ralph. If you're hearing this, shouts out to you. Thank you for the Sanji's Pilaf. $4 worth of cards. Adri traded him like a pudding that's like worth like 60 cents or $1 and a couple other things. And like it was like an uneven trade, but like he was like so kind because like we're new to the game. He seemed to like have noticed how like into the Nami deck I was. So like I don't know. There's a lot. Of course, it probably depends on your local community. You probably know what's best going on around you, but shit's hype. Now,
Yeah.
it's been like 10, if not 20 minutes since we plugged the Patreon, ironically enough.
Yeah.
And we missed out on the important thing. Shouts out to Joe Williams, Chant, Maggie Rice, Ice Stomp, The Lost Crab Rangoon, Zach, Connor Jared, Ashok Murthy, Corey Agra, Fuddy Clam, James Sullivan, David Brownfield, Sam Thompson, Charles Ruth, Ronald Miller, and Bandle Vandal. Thank you all.
Shout outs to y'all. You guys are amazing. You guys are freaking awesome. Like we said, I don't know if we said it before. If you'd like to support us in a non-monetary way, if you're unable to right now, definitely listen to us on any of your favorite platforms that you listen to podcasts on. So iTunes, Spotify, YouTube Music, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. Whatever you listen to us on, definitely interact with the medium. So like and subscribe the show, leave reviews, leave responses, leave ratings, 5-star ratings on the show. Any bit of engagement with every single bit of engagement with the content helps push us through the algorithm. And that's like the best thing that you can do for any of your favorite content creators. So we thank you so much because we've gotten where we are right now because of word of mouth and people, and word of mouth and SEO, and it's worked out great.
Shouts out to Congressman Jamal Bowman. Thank you for pulling the fire alarm at Congress.
I thought you were gonna make a Dianne Feinstein show.
Yo, no, let's go.
Yo, let's go.